Hello everybody, welcome back to the Brighton FIFA 22 career mode. Lots and lots to get through today, including our first game in the Champions League as we're going to be taking on Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. We'll also play other games against Chelsea in the Premier League at home, Leeds United at Elland Road, and we'll probably squeeze in the game against Newcastle as well. Now, as it is the 26th of August at the start of Season 3, we've also got to fit in transfer deadline day today. I've been reading some of your guys' comments and we're going to go through some of the players on the shortlist. Starting off with the goalkeeping situation. Now, one of you two guys said that we should probably still sign Aaron Ramsdale and then we can use either him as the league goalkeeper and Sanchez as the Cup and Champions League goalkeeper, or vice versa. I actually think that is a really good idea, and Ramsdale's value is only £11 million, so if we could get him for something like that, that would be fantastic. Other comments that I've read are about the midfield, and we need to be a bit stronger in there. Of course, we've got Sanchez, we've got Thuram, we've just signed Curtis Jones, but we ideally need somebody that's a little bit more defensive, a bit more of a ball winner. So with that being said, on the transfer list, I've got Wilfred Ndidi, 88 rated, a player that I'm very interested in. Calvin Phillips is back on there at 27 years old. Lucas Torreira at Arsenal. Don't know if I'm too interested in him or not. And I've also put on there Donny van der Beek. Decent performance, the one man that came out with some credit from Manchester United's defeat, heavy defeat against Watford. Now, of course, these players are going to cost money. As it stands, we have £87 million in the transfer budget. We could probably shuffle that up a little to 91 million, but what I have done is I've put a few more players on the transfer list to try and raise a bit of extra funds. Now, the first one of those players is Kjell Scherpen, who's been our backup goalkeeper, but we've got to think now we're a Champions League club, we're a top 4 team, so we need strength in depth. Not necessarily the numbers, but we need the strength. I've also put on there Baluta, who is valued at 12.5 million, 78 rated now at 24 years old. Whether he'll improve too much more, I don't know. Also, Enoch Mwepu is valued at 20 million. He is 80 rated. He's been a great servant to us in the opening 2 seasons, but is he going to be that next stage for us, that Champions League stage? I'm not quite sure. If we took him out and we brought in somebody like Ndidi or Donny van der Beek, then it's chalk and cheese, isn't it? Zach Emerson, been on the transfer list for a while, can't seem to get rid of him, and we've put Ethan Hooper on there on the loan list. We've just given him a new contract. He has got a little bit of potential about him, but we're going to get him out on loan and try and make him even better this season. But before we get to deadline day, we have got a game against Chelsea. It's our 3rd Premier League game of the season, and we've not been too bad. We haven't won yet, but we haven't lost. Opening day draw against Tottenham, and then an away draw against Leicester City, which wasn't too bad. However, Chelsea are a little bit of a different kettle of fish for us. We still haven't managed to beat them in this series so far. Will today be the day where we get our opening win of the season and the first time that we beat the Blues? Let's see if we can make it happen then. This is going to be the team that we line up with. We'll start with Sanchez in goal, Cucurella, Twanzebe, Konsa and Lamptey, Sanchez and Thuram in the middle, McAllister in the attacking midfielder role with Saint-Maximin on the left, former Chelsea man Hudson-Odoi on the right with Simmer up top. We have got the new signings that we made in the last episode on the bench. Japhet Tanganga, who will probably come on at some stage, as well as Nunez, who I'm really looking forward to using. The new striker, he's going to put a little bit of pressure on Simmer because he's not started this season well. He's yet to find the net. And you know what? With being in the Champions League this season, we're going to face teams like Chelsea week in and week out. This is going to be a big test for us to see exactly where we're at this season. We're playing with the big boys now. We've got Real Madrid up very, very soon. Can we get ourselves an early goal with Simmer? No, we can't, but McAllister will pick it up and drive. Great save from Mendy in the opening couple of minutes of this game. Is this going to be our fixture today? Sanchez is going to take this corner. McAllister gets it cleared away. Here's Saint-Maximin back towards Hudson-Odoi. The pressure from Chelsea is quite intense. Here is Sanchez now. We've got to try and keep the ball well this year, and we've got the players to do it. Here's McAllister Tries to find Sanchez, who goes for the shot, and he opens the scoring 5 minutes in. What a fantastic start. Absolutely brilliant. We've been brilliant in the opening 5 minutes. Chelsea haven't had a kick whatsoever. And Sanchez gets his second goal of the season. Scored against Leicester on opening day. Lovely ball through from McAllister. Keeper no chance, and we're 1-0 up. Oh, it's a good ball in towards Ziyech, and Lukaku gets up there. Lukaku scores. 10 minutes after we take the lead. It's sloppy from Sanchez in goal. He probably should do a bit better. The defender should do a little bit better as well, to be honest with you. It's not fantastic defending at all. As the ball comes into the box, it's a great ball to Ziyech. Lukaku has got there before Konsa, and it's ended up in the net. That's poor for me from Sanchez. Let's just see it from this angle. Big header from Lukaku. I think that should be going round the post. Oh, that's a lovely ball from McAllister, and Hudson-Odoi will get it out of his feet. Bears down on goal. Hudson-Odoi hits the post, and James will clear the danger away for Chelsea. We look really good going forwards, and I think this is going to be a little bit of an end-to-end game. Into the second half then. First half absolutely flew by, and we looked good. We looked decent, but we've still got another 45 to play. Chelsea are a top side. Let's see what they've got about them. Right then, I think this is the time. We're going to take Simmer off. He's been a bit disappointing once again today, but it's going to be a debut for Darwin Núñez up front. A few of you guys in the comments have been telling me to sign him, so we'll see exactly what he's all about now in this fixture. First of all, we need to get past Chelsea, and they're in with Lukaku. Great block. Great block once again by Twanzebe. Brilliant defending. Here's Tarek Lamptey now. We know he's got a little bit of pace about him. And Núñez is in on his debut. And he scores. The new number 9. 70 minutes into the game. And wow. If this is what he's all about, we'll absolutely take it. With 20 minutes to go, we take the lead against Chelsea. And it was a brilliantly worked move. Great first touch from Núñez. And he knows exactly where the goal is. Absolutely fantastic debut from this man. Lovely finish. We are going to make another change, though, just for fitness reasons. Alexis McAllister goes off. Jesse Lingard makes his first appearance for the season. Of course, we've got 3 players who are fighting it out for that central attacking midfielder spot, with McAllister, Lingard, and also the young Victor Raymond, who's impressed early on in this season. But we can't think about those too much for now, or that situation. We've got to defend against a Chelsea side that are going to want to get straight back into this, and that's exactly what they've done with Kai Havertz. We've stood off them, and Havertz has rifled it into the top corner, and we've gone from thinking we're going to win the game to Chelsea just dampening those spirits straight away. 3 minutes of stoppage time in this war. One more bit of defending before we can get another valuable point, and what would be a 3rd draw in a row in the league. But we've just got this last bit of defending left to do. Here is Pulisic now. He's going to look for his man Chilwell on the outside. Time is probably up, but we need to make sure that we stay tight. We can't afford any shots on goal. Ball comes away. Referee blows the whistle, and we'll take a 2-2 draw. Do you know what? I don't think that's too bad a result. You know, 3 games and 3 draws against very, very good sides in Spurs, Chelsea and Leicester, but we are going to need to kick on a little bit now in terms of the Premier League. Of course, next up, we've got Leeds United away from home and Newcastle at home. Games that I want to be winning, both of them, if we're going to stay towards the top of the table this season. Sandwiched in between that, the Champions League game against Real Madrid. But first up, it's going to be transfer deadline day. Will we see some offers for any of our players? We have had an offer of 98 million from Barcelona for Simmer. Do you know what? I'm not selling him. I cannot sell him. I just can't. I can't sell him. We have also had an offer for Rico Henry, this time from Borussia Mönchengladbach. We're going to reject both. Do you know what? Part of me is tempted to sell Simmer. 98 million is an awful lot of money. We could get more. There's like 144 million that we could potentially get. If we could get... Oh. Do you know what? This is madness. What I'm going to do, I'm trying to think of like the realism as well. Simmer had a great season last year. If I can get a lot of money, then we'll do some business. I can't believe I'm doing this. It just feels It feels wrong. Right, we're going to propose a new transfer fee, and we're going to go for £140 million. It said 144 that we could potentially get for him in the market, but 140 million, if we could get that, then it opens up a few more doors. Simmer has not started the season well. We've now got Nunez, but 119 million. Barcelona want to do that. Let's counter it. Let's go. We're only going to go down a little bit, not a lot. 135 million. Let's submit that offer. And they're going for 131. Oh man, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I'm sticking with 135. This could have messed everything up. Oh, they've done the deal. Oh my god, £135 million on transfer deadline day for the league's top goal scorer last season. Do you know what? I'm saying it's realistic. It's realistic in terms of the save, but in terms of Simmer going to Barcelona, whether that had happened or not, I don't think it would do. It it just wouldn't as it stands. So 10 hours to go on transfer deadline day. If Simmer goes, we're going to have Nunez as the number one, and we're going to need to find ourselves another striker. The issue is for us now, who do we get in? Who do we replace Simmer with? I've got a few players on the shortlist that I've put on there. We've got Ollie Watkins at Aston Villa. Anthony Martial, 84 rated, 27 years old, is now at Monaco. We've got Esposito, who I know absolutely nothing about at the moment in terms of his rating. Jonathan David, I still don't think I'd be able to get him. And we've also got Victor Osimhen. He is at Atletico Madrid, 85 rated, would be huge for us. Let's just have a look at what happens on transfer deadline day first. Will Simmer go to Barcelona for that £135 million? Yes, he has. He's gone. £135 million. Fair play to him. He had an outstanding season with us last year, but he's moved on to bigger and better things. 125 of that 135 million goes into our transfer budget. So our budget as it stands, £216 million. We have to act. We've got to act now, otherwise this season could go really badly. I'm thinking, again, I'm trying to go on the realistic side in terms of a rating. We could make Nunez the number one striker, and then have someone like Ollie Watkins as a backup. But let's have a look at Jonathan David. Can we approach to buy him? No, we can't. So he is going to be completely off the list. So according to SoFIFA, Ollie Watkins is £21 million, but that is at the start of the game. He's got 83 potential. Let's just approach Aston Villa to buy and see what we can do. I feel like if we're going to go in for somebody like Watkins, we need to sort of go in hard a little bit. So we're gonna throw £30 million down to Dean Smith. Let's just submit the offer, and the deal is done. We probably could have got him for less. However, it's deadline day. We can't afford for deals to fall through. Again, we're going with an element of realism about it. Let's offer Ollie Watkins a contract and see if he accepts it. So he wants a rotation squad role, which is absolutely fine. He's 27 years old, a 3-year deal, which we will accept. We're not going to think about any kind of release clause, and we need to have a look at his wages. We have absolutely no idea how much he's on, so we're going to offer him £50,000, and then we'll go for the usual £400,000 signing on fee. Submit the offer, and he wants a little bit more. 52, signing on bonus of 480. Right, let's take out the bonus, because we don't want the bonus in there. We'll give him what he wants wage rise, and we'll give him what he wants bonus wise. He wants 56k. We'll accept it. The deal is done. We may have slightly overpaid in terms of the transfer overall, but we've acted fast. We've got ourselves a new striker in Ollie Watkins, also an Englishman. That's what we wanted. So with 9 hours left of transfer deadline day, let's see if we get any more offers for any of our players. If we get down to sort of 4 or 5 hours, we're going to have to act, because we need to think about that central midfield role. When you think about the money that we've brought in, there's been an offer for Sherpen for £2.5 million from Verona. Now, this could be good for us in terms of getting Ramsdale in. So we're going to accept this offer from them. It is a just over evaluation bid. Let's see if this goes through. We've also had an offer for Thuram, which we are going to reject. He's been one of our key players. Love Thuram. He's been one of the best signings that we've made in this career mode. Now, Sherpen has been sold, which is really good. That means that we can now potentially bring in Ramsdale. Bournemouth want to take Ethan Hooper on a loan deal with an option to buy. Now, we are going to accept it in terms of a loan, but we don't want it as an option to buy. We'll do it as a one-year loan, and that will do the job for us. Hopefully, he will go. We've also had a loan offer for Eliot Poole. Now, this might be quite good for us because he's not getting as much game time as I want him to. Again, it's a loan to buy, which we'll delegate as a one-year loan deal. See if Benfica will take that. But now is the time for us to act in this transfer window. 3 hours left to go. We need to sort the goalkeeping situation out. So we're going to go in for Ramsdale, 78 rated, valued at £11 million. If we've got Ramsdale and we've got Sanchez, we can rotate those around in between the league and the cups. So Mikel Arteta, we meet again. Let's offer a valuation bid of £11 million. Let's see if they will accept this offer. They want £10 million plus Mitoma. Do you know what? Do we accept this? Because when is Mitoma going to play for us? We've got Saint Maximan, and we've also got Reece Nelson. I'm actually going to counter this ever so slightly. Let's propose a different transfer fee. Let's just bring this down to £3 million plus Mitoma. We'll submit the offer, and they want 4.8. Right, let's not be too picky. Let's propose a new transfer fee of 4 million. And then we will remove the sell-on clause. And again, we'll submit the offer. And there we go. It looks like a bid has been accepted for Aaron Ramsdale. That means that we can now go and offer him a contract. I'm not sure how much he's on per week. So he's on £45,000 per week. This could be a big deal for us. We're going to put him as a... Oh, will he accept rotation? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay, that's really good. 3-year deal for the 25-year-old. Let's counter and see if we can get 4. Yes, we can. We're not going to have a release clause, which we'll accept. And then in terms of the wages, he actually wants a wage drop of 32,000. I am going to counter this. And I'm going to go a little bit higher, actually, just for a bit of realism. Let's put him on exactly the same as what he's on at this moment in time at Arsenal. Submit the offer. That is fine. And we have got ourselves a brand new goalkeeper. Now, the central midfield situation. Let's have a look at what we've got left in the transfer budget. 184 million. We're going to cycle on one more hour and just see if we get any more bids for any of our players. We've had another offer for Rico Henry, which we are going to reject this time from Leon. He is our backup left back. I'm very happy with how he's performed so far in this career mode. Right, I feel as though I want to go in for, do I want Donny van der Beek or do I want Ndidi? I feel as though I want Ndidi. He's the most expensive, £76 million in terms of evaluation, but we're going to put that offer in. This would be a big signing for us. Leicester are not in the Champions League. We are. So let's offer the transfer fee. Do you know what? Let's try and go in a little bit harder. Let's go for £80 million with Brendan Rodgers. Let's see if it... Oh, wow. Okay, he's done the deal. Maybe we could have got him cheaper. Now we just need to do the contract, and our squad will be set for this season. I feel as though we'll be a bit stronger. He's on £170,000 a week. He's going to be an important first-team player. He wants crucial, but we'll accept that. That's absolutely fine. He's 26 years old. Let's get him on a 4-year deal, which would take him to age 30. Disregard the release clause. And in terms of the wage... Oh, he wants a release clause. Ooh. Now then. Can we counter the release clause? Let's go for 150. The thing is, with it being deadline day and with there being 2 hours left, we don't want to lose this deal. Let's talk about his salaries. On £170,000 a week, I think we could put him probably on the same. 170,000. We'll go for the 500,000 signing on fee, as we always do, and we'll submit the offer. Will it be a done deal? It is. Wilfred Ndidi is in the club. 3 new signings on transfer deadline day, and our business is done. But before deadline day is done, Eliot is going to go to Benfica for a year, which is absolutely fine. It's just a loan. We've also had an offer for Tuanzebe of 14 million from Wolfsburg, an offer that we are going to reject. And deadline day is done. Wow. That was intense. That was really, really intense. Oh, Pool's rejected the offer. Oh, that's devastating. Roma wants to sign Lewis Dunk, which is not going to happen. And we've also had an offer for Baluta after the window is closed. So let's have a look at the new players then. Aaron Ramsdale into the club, 78 rated. Let's get him on a development plan as well. What do we need to change? Goalkeeper or sweeper keeper? Let's get him on. His attributes are very sort of well-rounded. Let's put him on a sweeper keeper for 16 weeks. And the next man is Ndidi, 88 rated, the highest rated player at the club. The first thing that we are going to do for him is we're going to change his position to a central midfield. That's going to take ages. Wow. 571 weeks to move from a CDM to a CM. Okay, well, he's going to be out of position for a while, but we'll just have to deal with it. And then our final signing, Ollie Watkins, 80 rated. I'm pretty happy with that. He can go up to an 83. We'll keep him in the striker position. Let's give him a development plan, and we'll try and improve maybe his passing, or do we just keep working on his shooting? Let's go for 6 weeks as a complete striker, see how he gets on. Now, interestingly, once again, after deadline day has finished, Villarreal have put in an offer for Mwepu. We've done dealings with Villarreal just lately. £23.3 million. I'm actually going to accept it and see what happens. He'll probably then go in the January transfer window. We've got the players in central midfield. He will hardly get a game for us. We've also now converted Tanganga from a right back to a centre back. So we've got the chance to change that position, which we will do. And he moves up 2 ratings to an 81. That is absolutely massive for us. We can now try and improve that passing a little bit by converting him to a ball-playing defender. Wow, what an episode this has proven to be. I think we might have to cut off the Newcastle game today and just do the Leeds and Real Madrid games, because that transfer window was long. It was long and it was heavy. So then it's time for a few debuts. Leeds United away. Ramsdale will start in goal for us. I think he's going to be our Premier League goalkeeper, I've decided, and we'll use Sanchez in the Cups and in the Champions League. Tanganga's going to make his debut at centre-back. He comes in for Tuanzebe, and Ndidi makes his debut in central midfielder in place of Thuram. Núñez starts up top. We're going to start Nelson from the left-hand side as well. This should be an interesting game against Leeds. They always play a high press, which is very difficult to play against, but it can be quite easy to break through. Let's see how we get on. We're still looking for our first win of the season. Here we go then. In the rain, the Brighton squad has changed quite a bit over the course of the last few episodes, so it's going to be really interesting to see how we get on here. We could be in early. Darwin Núñez is offside. He's very sharp. Leeds, though, have won 2 of their opening 3 games so far this season. Only just offside as well there, Núñez. Now, we have got Ollie Watkins on the bench for us as well today, who's going to be a key man as the season goes on for us. That's a really bad touch from Concert, and Bamford has put Rafinha away. He's found Bamford, and he's found the net. Sloppy defending from us to start the game off. It's poor from Concert. Should have done much, much better. And games against Leeds United are always absolutely mental. 5 minutes in, we're a goal down. We've got a player down injured here. Is that Núñez? that I can see that's on the floor. Hopefully he's going to get up. We set Reece Nelson free, though, on this side, and there's a man in the middle, and it is Ndidi, and he probably should score. Really good save from the Leeds goalkeeper. We've got a man down. Darwin Núñez, the new striker, is... Oh, man, what is this with our luck? This is going to be bad. Núñez has to come off. Hopefully that is not a long-term injury. Ollie Watkins is going to come on. He's going to make his debut for us, and it looks as though... with that injury, he could be a key striker for us. It looks like some sort of leg injury for Darwin Núñez. Leeds have got Max Aarons in their squad here as well, who's got the ball on this right-hand side, and he's dancing through our defence. He's found Bamford again, who's found the net, and this has been a disaster. 2-0 down, not even 20 minutes on the clock. Oh, the Leeds high press. It's so difficult to deal with. They're in again with Bamford. If he finds a decent cross here, then Leeds are in. It's 3-0. It's an absolute disaster. They're in again. Patrick Bamford, 4-0. Oh, my God. What have we done? What have we done? We've introduced debutants into the side today, and they've not been up to it. This is terrible. Well, I think it's fair to say that that first half was an absolute disaster. We're making a double change at half-time. This is the side that we're going to have to stick with now. The game's gone. We've brought on young Victor Raymond, see what he can do, try and get his rating up a little bit. We've also brought on St. Maximin on this left-hand side to see if he can improve things. But Leeds have just been absolutely unstoppable. Oh, my God. The Leeds press is just too much, man. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We're playing too quickly out from the back. But we have not dealt with Leeds today. 5-0, game completely over. The game was over in the first half. 6-0. Oh, man. What can you... We've been absolutely destroyed. This is the worst beating that we've had for a couple of seasons. Really bad. Well, I think it's fair to say that that was an absolute shocker. Probably one of the worst games that I've had on FIFA. I also realised that the sound wasn't on. There we go. Let's put the sound back on. It's all gone wrong. The question is, how bad is the injury going to be to Núñez? So, let's see how bad it is then. Go into the office. Núñez is pleased. 7 months. Are you kidding? We've got one striker. One striker. And that man is Ollie Watkins. This is bad. Anterior cruciate ligament injury in his first start for the club. He came on in the game before, scored a goal, gave us massive hope, and now he's out for 7 months. We've also had the email through that Enoch Mwepu has been sold. He has gone to Villarreal in time for the January transfer window. So we've got 103 million in the bank, which we could buy another striker with if the transfer window was open. We're in September. We've got a long time to wait before that January window comes around, and we have one striker in Ollie Watkins. So the only thing for it in the short term is going to be to set up a scouting network. We are going to have to find... We're going to go for 3 months. Let's go to England, see if he can find us a decent youth player. 3 months, we want an attacker. It's got to be an attacker. So then, our first Champions League game ever. And it's a big one. Real Madrid. It doesn't get too much more difficult. What a side they've got. They've got Camavinga. They've got Talisca. They've got Riyad Mahrez as well. Eden Hazard. This is going to be very, very difficult indeed. We've got, of course, Ollie Watkins starting up front for us for the next few months at least. We're going back with Thuram and Sanchez in central midfield. McAllister will start the game along with St. Maximin. Twanzebe and Konsa at the back. Sanchez in goal. I'm going for... It's not Ultimate Team, but I'm going for the team chemistry. The team that has got me here. Here we go then. The Bernabeu in the Champions League. Look, we deserve to be here. This is where we can turn our season around a little bit. We've made a really poor start to Premier League life. Hopefully, we can change that today. Look, we've got to put the Leeds game behind us. We were absolutely destroyed, and deservedly so. But this is a different game. It's a different opponent, a far more established opponent in Europe. We're going to be tested against the best. Here come Madrid, though, and Casemiro. Great save by Sanchez. He still wants to be the number one in this side. That's a good ball from St. Maximin, and now Sanchez will put Ollie Watkins away. An opportunity for his first goal in a Brighton shirt. He goes with his right foot rather than his left. Maybe we should have finessed it, but certainly the best chance of the game so far. That's a good ball in behind if we can get... Oh, that's a bit of a bad tackle from St. Maximin. He's probably going to find himself... Oh, I thought he was going to find himself in the book there. That was a terrible challenge as we tried to block the clearance. Oh, and here come Real Madrid. Great save by Sanchez again. Oh, that looks a little bit offside to me, but Riyad Mahrez is in. It's another wonderful save by Robert Sanchez. Oh, and they've managed to bring it back in. Here's Mahrez again. Comes out wide to Camavinga. I feel like the goal's coming for Real Madrid. Great block by Cucurella. Only comes back to him. Camavinga, great save by Sanchez. He can't do anything about the second one. And right on half-time, we find ourselves a goal down. This is just unlucky. Really unlucky. The ball bounces off him. It's another brilliant save, but he just can't do anything about that rebound. Right, into the second half. There's times when we've actually looked really good going forwards, but we've got to sort it out defensively. Real Madrid are a massive team, and we've just got to do better. We cannot be doing things like that and giving the ball away. There's an opening on the right-hand side. Fortunately for us, it wasn't taken. Right, couple of changes for us. Ndidi and Lingard both coming onto the pitch, replacing McAllister and Thuram. If we're going to get anything out of this game, we need to try and win that midfield battle, and that is where Ndidi needs to be the one to step up. Good ball this time towards St. Maximin. Can he find a delivery? Ollie Watkins is there. It comes off the defender and out for a corner. Corner's going to come in by Sanchez. It's looking for Hudson-Odoi. Oh, what a big chance. Just wide. That is so close. Really, really close to that left-hand post of Courtois. There's only going to be 2 minutes of stoppage time. This whistle is probably going to blow any second. There it goes. It's a 1-0 defeat in the Bernabeu. It's not a disgrace by any means or any shape of the imagination. We had a couple of chances. Maybe should have put one away with Ollie Watkins, but we're probably still feeling those effects a little bit from the defeat against Leeds and the poor start in general that we've made to the season. So not a good start to the season, but in the next episode, we need to get back on the horse a little bit and start winning. We're down in 15th, 4 Premier League games in, no wins, 3 draws, but just the 1 defeat. We've got to try and put that behind us. So in that next episode, we're going to be taking on Newcastle at home. We've got Bolton in the Cup, Crystal Palace away, which could really kickstart our season if we can get 6 points from those 2 games, as well as the Champions League game against Marseille and a game against newly promoted Barnsley. So really, we want 9 points in the league from the next few games. But it's going to be a struggle, especially with one striker. Ollie Watkins is going to be asked to do an awful lot. The transfer window, when you look at it now, it didn't go well for us. We bought some quality players, but we've lost Mopé, we've lost Simmer, and then the 2 guys that we've brought in, one of them's not at the level of either of those 2 players. He's one to develop, but we've lost the main guy through injury for 7 months. It's a disaster. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the madness all the same. If you did, please drop a like on today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 22 Career Mode content, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.